lovelies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lizzie and I post a lot of beauty related content here on YouTube. If they're the videos you love to watch, then please hit that subscribe button down below and the thumbs up, and let's just get straight on into this video because this is a very late video. Like, we're probably coming up to October by the time I put this up, and this is my June and July Revolution haul. I have an August and September one coming up next, but we need to get this one done first. So I'm just going to dive in. I've got like palettes and then I've got little things in another basket. I have two basketfuls, so let's just start off with the kombucha palette. Now this retailed for, was it £20? And I think I got it on introductory for 15. This palette is stunning. The front of it, the inside of it, like I did a whole review on the whole kombucha collection, and I absolutely love this palette. This palette is so good. I use the middle shades as blush, and I do reach for this palette now. Like when I really want a nice orangey kind of look like this, I will reach for this palette. I enjoyed this quite a lot, and if you want to know my actual thoughts on it, then go ahead and watch the review because I like that collection. Then we have the X Envy palette. I like this, I really do. Again, this is another palette that retailed for £20 and it probably went on an introductory offer for 15. It is a gorgeous palette, and I love the richness of the purples and the burgundies in here. It's one of those palettes that I love to look at, and it's got some pressed glitters in there. Now there is a love-hate relationship with some people in pressed glitters, but I absolutely love it. These XX Revolution palettes are so good. Then I have the Neon Heat palette. There's more to this collection again. This is the big Forever Limitless palette. It is humongous and very hard to get into, but it just looks like this. So you've got some highlights in the middle and then you've got your eyeshadows. Again, I really enjoyed playing with this palette. It's got a lot of tropical colours in there, which I really like. I wouldn't say some of these colours are neon. I'd say that some of them are like bright but not neon bright. So yeah, that's the only thing about that, but do love it. Again, this retail for £20, but I believe there was an introductory offer of 15. Then we have the Bratz palette. I have reviewed this, but I don't think it's up on my channel yet. It was so nice to play with. The palette is absolutely stunning. I got it when there was a little bit of a sale on because I didn't want to pay full price for this again, because it's £20 and it is nice, but I feel like there's a lot of wasted space with this palette. There's a lot of space that could have been used, and I don't like the big bulkiness of these tin palettes. The new palette that has come out, the Cocoa palette, didn't feel as bulky as these do, but it is a really gorgeous palette, and I actually have a TikTok on that palette. Then we have another Bratz palette. I am collecting these two. I believe I have one, so this is the second one to my collection. This is the Yasmin palette. These again retail for about £15, I want to say, but they are really gorgeous, and I just had to try it. It's an awkward shape, and I believe in my video I was like, what is this shape? I don't understand it. But then someone said this is like the shape of what the Bratz dolls used to come in their box. So I get it, and there's some nice big eyeshadows down here that you could use as highlights too. I love that in a palette if there's like a multi-purpose thing going on, so like an eyeshadow you can use as a highlight, sometimes in the center of your lips to brighten it up. I love using palettes for that. I'm tired of talking about palettes, so we're just moving to another little item. That is the SPF Revolution Pro Pressed Powder. Now this has SPF 6 in. I've got the shade Translucent, but when I tried it in a full face of first impressions, the foundation I was using was quite pale, so I wasn't too sure if it was this making my foundation pale or if it was the foundation. I have now got rid of the foundation, and this powder I'm still going to keep trying. I haven't tried it just yet, but I don't know, because I feel like there's a white cast to it. I'm not sure if you can see right there. So I'm a bit unsure about this. If there is a white cast to it, then it's just not something I would gravitate towards. I love the original one, so yeah, I'm unsure. Then I got my hands on the Aladdin collection, and I must say that this is one of my favourite collections from Revolution in regards to the princesses. I feel like this one was just done so much nicer than the rest of them. It's gorgeous packaging, and again they retail for £15, but the blush shades on this side of the palette are stunning. These are shades I reach for quite a lot. I don't like when books have like face shades in them because I feel like it's hard to cater for everyone, but they really did try. Like, they had some pale shades, medium shades, and some dark shades. It's still not the best, but it is better than some other palettes tend to try. And they also come with a highlight, and I really do feel like this highlight was better than the other ones. Oh, I forgot that this is quite a hard one to open. Oh, there we go. So they look like this, and then you can actually open them up like a book. And then they all have like a little quote inside. That is the shade there. And this was more of a pink shade, but it worked really well. I felt like it was one of the softest highlights I had tried from the princess range that they do, so I really enjoy that. Again, I feel like that was about £6. Then we have Rachel Leary's new collaboration. This is her glow highlighter. It's in the shade Golden Hour. I believe this is more of a shimmery bronzer than anything on me. It's too dark to be a highlight. It's in one of these massive packagings, and this is what it looks like. So as you can see, it's a bit too dark, and it's a bit too hardly pressed in there, and it's that shade there. I wasn't happy with this collection when it came out because I feel like it wasn't a collection that was really thought about when it came to promoting it, and yeah, I didn't like it. I really didn't. I felt like it was very limited compared to other things, but then it is something she would gravitate towards, but it's not like everyone could use that. It's not as universal as you would hope it could be. Another thing from her range was this shimmer bomb. Now this is the bomb. It smells like vanilla cupcakes, and it's like really lovely. The packaging is gorgeous. It's like pink and everything, and then it's got like gold glitter in it. This is the perfect shade. I love it. I will gravitate towards that a lot now that I can just pull it away now that I'm hauling this. Alright, back to palettes. I have reviewed this, but I don't think it's up on my channel yet. This is the Forever Flawless Hydra Turtle palette. This is gorgeous, this palette, and I did do a TikTok is where I had green lips and everything like that, and I absolutely love this palette. It's stunning. It has a lot of mattes in there to play with. You've got purple, you've got pink, you've got blue, you've got burgundy, and it worked so well. So yeah, I'm hoping the review's up, but if it isn't, it is coming because it is filmed. And they also brought out a Hydra Dolphin version of that palette. Now this one I did a collab with Alex on, and I absolutely love it. It's such a gorgeous palette. Again there's enough mattes in there, but it's more of neutral mattes with like pops of color. I love it. I really do. I did struggle with this shade here called Pacific, I believe, and I just made a mess of that color, but these palettes retail for £12. They're part of the Forever Flawless. I don't like tin, but I do like the packaging on this. Like, it is absolutely stunning. Then Revolution came out with the Pistachio Cream Little palette. Now I haven't done a review on this, and I was really excited to, but if you guys want a review on this little palette here, let me know. They retail for £6, and it only has like 2 mattes in there, but I feel like we can make it work. I feel like it's got nice greens in there. I haven't touched this palette, so if you do want me to play with it, let me know. I feel like I've played with a lot of this, but there might be 1 or 2 things I haven't played with, and I have played with this new Obsession Mood palette. I love this. I believe these palettes retail for £10. Obsession usually do really good eyeshadow palettes, and the packaging is just stunning, but I think I really did struggle with this palette. It wasn't as pigmented as I'd want it to be, and then I didn't like the mascara as well. It is a really nice palette, but I don't think it was like my favourite. It swatched well for Alex, but it didn't swatch that well for me. Talking of the palette, this is the mascara. This is the Mood Mascara. Now I'm going to give this to my mum because it didn't work well for me, and I don't mind passing. My mum doesn't mind taking my mascaras, so this is what the wand looks like. It was a bit of a silhouette. it worked for Alex and it worked for Miss Sid's, but it didn't work for me. So I will pass that along to my mum, who will definitely make a little bit of use out of that. And from that basket, this is the last palette in that basket, even though there's probably other palettes in the other basket, but we're through one basket, and this is the Makeup Obsession Angel Energy palette. I like this palette, but a lot of controversy surrounds this palette because apparently it really looks like the Unicorn Cosmetics one, and that they've ripped off the writing, the pictures, the names of the colours. But I really love this palette. Like, there's some nice pinks, purples in there. There's a pressed glitter in the middle there. Like, I do like it, and if you guys do want me to review it, I will review it. Like, I'm not fussed about the controversy. Like, people can say it's a rip-off, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. If you want me to review it, I will happily review it. I like the look of this, and yeah, I'm really intrigued to see how this works, and if not, I will use it in my own time, but knowing me, I'm probably gonna review it. So yeah, let me know what you think. One basket down, one basket to go. So the next thing I have here is a long lengthening mascara. This is from Relove. Again, I actually like this mascara. It was really nice. I do love a lot of Relove stuff, and these are so affordable, like £4 or £5. I love the Power Lash mascara, and I can't wait to carry on using that now. There's a few more mascaras. We'll just go through them quickly. The Faux Effect Lash Waterproof Mascara from Revolution Pro. Now, I'm giving this to my mum. I did say, if you have an enemy, this is the best brush to use because it's very prickly, and if you stab yourself in the eye, you're gonna like knock someone's eye out, because I stabbed myself and it really hurt. I'm not giving it to my mum for her to stab herself in the eye with, but I am giving it to her because she just loves mascaras. So that's another one I will be giving to my mother. And then we have the Kombucha mascara, which I can't remember if I liked or not. I'm really unsure. But the packaging is really, really gorgeous. And I think I'm just going to have to, again, it's got that silhouette to it that the Mood Mascara has. And I did compare these in the video. I just can't remember if I liked this. So I'll keep this here and I'll test it out. And if not, I'll give it to my mum. Okay, so I bought 4 new mascaras in the months of June and July. And now we have a lip topper. This is the Aladdin lip topper. This, again, I wasn't sure if I needed another topper, and especially this kind of colour, but I bought it and it smells divine, and it's got like purpley kind of undertones to it. Look at that, so nice. And do you know what, it's just one more to add to my collection, isn't it? These bad boys, these are the new glow sticks from, no, not glow sticks, primer sticks from Relove. These were like £3, and I bought them because I really liked the Hydrate primer. So I thought, oh, this would be nice. I haven't even opened this. It's like a balm looking thing. Can you see that? Oh my god, that is so soft. Feels a bit Vaseline-y, but I will test this in another Relove video because I've got a few bits here. No, I haven't. I've just got this. So yeah, I will test that in another Relove video at some point. But I did get the H2O hydrating one, and then I got the glow one because they're the types of things I go for in a primer. From the Neon collection, I bought the purple liner, and I completely forgot to use this in my video, but it's such a lovely, lovely looking liner. It's a very wet formula, and I believe this was probably £5–6. I will use this, and I will let you guys know in the future what I think of it. Another thing from the Kombucha range is this primer. I believe this was too drying on my skin. It's really, really drying, and it is a blur and mattifying primer, which I never really go for. And it's spray, so you're meant to actually spray it on yourself. But can you see that right there? It's like a lump. It was nice, but it actually dried down a lot, and I thought it was going to be really hydrating because it's like one of those gel-like formulas, but it wasn't. It was, and it's in like the spray, it was just so mattifying. So I think I'm going to pass that along. I've got to double check. I'll try it one more time again. Another thing I got from the Neon range were these two fixing sprays. I got the Strawberry Sizzle and the Juicy Orange. I feel like one of these, the orange one, was meant to be a primer spray, and that's why I bought it, but they actually both say fixing sprays on there. And I absolutely love my I Heart Revolution orange, peach one, I believe. That mattifying primer, the spray one, was so nice and really hydrated my skin. So yeah, that's why I bought two, and they smell amazing, and they're minis, so it's easy to get through them as well. Oh, and then it was like the year of the lip oils for Revolution. This is the XX lip oil. It's the kombucha one. I really love this one. There's one more that I have, maybe two more, and this was in the flavor, what was it, raspberry and blackberry, and it smells amazing. I'm so glad that I've hauled all of this, because I can start putting things in like my bag and stuff. And this is what the packaging looks like. So I can put one in my bag, I put one in my bathroom, I put one by my bed, and I haven't been able to. I've just kept them here next to me because I want to haul them and I keep forgetting. And the second lip oil I have is from the Revolution Pro Glow range. This is the Goddess Glow lip oil. This one is so... the doe foot's different, it's a bit of a curve, but it's perfect, and I've been using this non-stop. So I think this might be the one that I end up putting by my bed, and then this one I'll put in the bathroom, and then I'll put one in my bag. Do I have 3 lip oil? Yes, I do. In the future you will see more lip oils. Another thing from the Revolution Pro Goddess Glow range was this Goddess Glow cream highlighter in the shade Aglow. This thing, if you saw my video, exploded, and I didn't like it, so it's all congealed up there. The shade looks nice, like it looks like a shade I'd really love, but it just exploded on me, so I'm keeping it in the box. I'm yet to contact Rev because I'm not the only person this has happened to. It was a bit of a fail, that product. Then they added 3 new super dewy liquid blushes to their ranges. I'm an idiot, and people probably know this about me, but this is a really pale shade, unfortunately flushed. This will not suit me, so I don't know why I have it. Then we've got the shade Totally Blush. This is a really lovely shade. This shade I will get a lot of use out of. I've been using a lot of their fast-based blushes at the moment, and that is the shade there. That is a gorgeous shade, and I've used it a few times and absolutely love it. Then we've got the shade Blushing in Love. Again, it's a quite pale shade, but I feel like I would get a bit of use out of this one. I feel like there's only one shade from this range that I don't have. The next ones I want to collect are the MUA ones. A really thick formula, so that is next to it. Look, you can barely see it on my skin tone, that's how pale it is. But I feel like I just about get away with that shade. Another thing from the Revolution Pro range is this Illuminating Glow Primer. It's the year of the primers too, and I actually like the packaging of this. This is what it looks like. Really gorgeous, and that is the consistency of it there. I feel like I've got a lot of primers, and I might give some away, maybe to my mum again or to my Patreons, see if they want it and just pay postage. Once I've tried a primer out, unless I'm really blown away from it, then I kind of just leave it in my drawer. So I've decluttered a lot of foundation and concealers. I might go through my primers next, but the one I will not get rid of is that watermelon one. That is amazing. And then from one of the girls in the Patreon group, I bought this I Heart Revolution Tasty Watermelon highlight. I don't even think it's been used, but I just thought to add it to my collection. I was going to get it at some point. It's got like pink and green reflex to it. It's really hard to see on there, but it's nice. I probably won't use it, but it was like £2, and I thought, let's complete my collection. And from the same person, I believe it was Emma, I bought this Patricia Bright Compact. I've never had one of these, and Alex always raves about it, and this is in the shade Summer Sunrise, and I just really like the shade of the bronzer and the blusher. The highlight is just too pinky thingy for me. That's not a highlight I would go for. Oh, but it swatched quite nicely there. And that kombucha has really dried down on my hand and doesn't feel that nice. Another thing from the Neon Heat range, am I even showing you? Some of you, these are the wrong way around, are these palettes. These are face palettes, so this is in the shade Midnight Sands. I did a review and used one of these. This is what this one looks like. Really nice and rich. So this is more, if you've got a deeper skin tone, then this is definitely the palette for you. Then we've got the shade Peach Heat, which I love the look of this one. It's got like a, you could use that as bronzer, but I'll probably use it as a blush, like a warm blush and like a blush topper. This is really nice. This collection is gorgeous. And then we have Scorched Rose, which is very pale, but I love the highlight here. It's like a light gold, and you know what I'm like with light golds. It's just nice. So when I'm a bit more fair, I will reach for that. Then the foundation that I bought was this XX foundation. This is in medium sand. It's their Skin Light Compact Tinted Moisturizer. It didn't last on my skin. It went oily within like 3 hours. So I am now going to pass this along. But the compact is lovely on this. I did do a whole wear test for this. And it is gorgeous. It's a lovely shade. It's just not something I reach for. It is gorgeous, but I think I'll pass it on. Someone can pay postage, and if it has dried out, I'm sorry, but I don't know, maybe it's just the way I was using it. But yeah, I'm gonna pass this along because that was £15. The last thing I have from the Neon Heat range are these little 9-pan eyeshadow palettes. So we've got Orange Blaze, we've got Tropic Pink, and we've got Safari Green. I did use these in a full face of Revolution makeup that hopefully should be up by now. If not, it's coming. And I filmed that in June. So it is a bit old, and it was meant to be new in makeup, and it's not really new in anymore. But yeah, hopefully you guys get to see that before this video. If not, then it will be coming soon. I've got so many videos pre-recorded. I need to just get them up. And then there's all these new releases that I can't keep up with. So yeah, I really hope you do get to see that video. It's also been the year of the liners. This is the new Renaissance Flick liner. I haven't used this because I do want to use this in a new like full face of Rev again. I feel like I've just done like a new, my god, I'm just ripping the package. Alright, the packaging's broke, okay? It's broke. Bye. I just did a new drugstore kind of first impressions, so now I need to use this, which, oh, I've never used their Renaissance liner. Quite a nice thick. Oh, that is a very wet formula. Let's see how that dries down. I'm very intrigued because it's a thick knit packaging. It's actually good for me. I feel like I'm holding it better than I hold the thin ones. So I'm intrigued to see how that works. And it's textured and bumpy as well. Oh, it's drying down quite quickly, to be honest. Not as shiny. And Revolution released a new sister brand called Planet Revolution. And as you know, I haven't actually really tested out much from there. I've got one cream blusher and I really wanted this cream blusher. This is in the shade Sweet Rose. The packaging is gorgeous for these. And that is the shade there. They're quite oily looking. I've not tried them just yet, but that is the shade. It is a gorgeous shade. And I feel like these are also for your lips, so it's like a lip balm type thing. I'm very intrigued to use these. And I will do a video on Planet Rev at some point. I'm just not really blown away by it. Then from the Goddess Glow range, we have 2 new palettes that they brought out. We've got Golden Hour and Sun Kissed. I did do a whole video on this range, so I have used one of these palettes already. These are like all metallic kind of ones. So this is the shade Sun Kissed, and that's what it looks like. And this is Golden Hour, which looks stunning. Like, they're so soft. I just wish there was some mattes in there. Look at that shade. Look at it. And then they did have a shimmer brick in the shade Sublime. I believe there's 3 or 4 other shades in this range. And this is the packaging. And this is the shimmer brick. I love these 2 shades here mixed together. They create like a really nice gold shade. And there it is there. And I really like to lighten it up by putting more of the paler gold in it. I feel like they stepped up their game with shimmer bricks when they brought that out. Then I bought the Obsession Sun Drenched Cheek Palette. This was the last one that I didn't have, and I thought, you know what, let's go ahead and let's get it. This is what it looks like. I feel like the mixture of these 2 will be gorgeous. This pink one will be a nice like blush topper, mixing the gold and that white shade together. Looks really nice. And that's those 2 shades down here. So yeah, these are very cute. Lastly, we have 2 new eyeshadow palettes and 2 new blush palettes from the original Revolution range. These are like reloaded palettes. They used to have these back in the day, and then they've kind of just forgot about them, but now they did bring out a couple more. So you've got Sugar Pie and you've got Prestige. Sugar Pie is like your all, near enough all matte but pastel kind of palette. I've not tested this. If you do want me to test it, let me know. And then we have this one, which is called Prestige, which I feel like is a bit more autumnal, and I would reach for, but there's only like 3 mattes. That one, that one, that one, which is a shame, but they look gorgeous. Like this shade looks amazing. Very crumbly, but very metallic. And then they revamped their blush and highlight palette. So we've got Golden Soul, and I have used this in my full face of Revolution First Impressions, which is coming. And I used this shade here as blush, and it was gorgeous. Then I went into the Golden Desire palette, and I used this shade here as highlight. I really love this. I love these. I reach for them quite a lot. And that is everything from my Revolution June and July haul. So I really did hope you enjoy it. If there's anything you'd like me to test, just let me know and I'll go ahead and test it out. I'm sorry that this is a long video, so I hope you grabbed yourself a snack, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye!